Hi. If you are listening to this, my name is Kylie. Welcome Collection family. Remember, no spamming, no cursing, and please no sus comments. Remember to hit the like button, and subscribe if you are new. Corvette. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream.
Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me what I'm owed, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Out of your luck, huh? I'm that go-to when she down to come through clutch, huh? Sit brown till I'm flush time. My drip real plush, huh? Internet tea off a blue pill. Hand grip stack of the blue cheese. Turn that to a bag in a new crib. Nice big spot by the seaside. Never stressed on for a handout. Just ain't on, but I be on. Just ain't on, need to be right. Yeah. Gold fronts to show the color of my soul. Cool you think you is, you got me in a mode. Where I'm from, we live and die by the code. Either that or sell your soul to get a roll. Black boy joy, she wanna see the Forbes like I wanna see her form. Tell me what you for, yeah. Ayy, you pay me what I'm owed, yeah. Yeah, all this money on me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me. Yeah, all this money around me. Yeah, cash rolls all around me.
Good morning. Happy freaking Monday. Woo-wee. Oh, man. Monday, fun day. What up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back. Appreciate you guys once again. As always, welcome back to the show. Another new week. Good morning. And also, happy June 1st. What is good, everybody? Appreciate y'all tapping in. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to all my Monday through Friday guys that are here every single day before all the hype stuff even happened. And welcome in all the new guys that are coming back from last week as well. But good morning. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Let me show some love in the motherfucking chat. RPK, Mr. 843, Chevy Ride, Sneaker Ambition, Cushy Souls, CJ, what's good? A lot of questions in the chat, man. George, what up, dude? Too legit in the building. Stone Cold Dawn in the building. What's good? Treyway, what's good? Chevy Rides, The Walk, Minecraft, Ghosty in the building. What's good? Mr. 843, Scene Lover, I see you. Borrowed Kicks, Corey, the Boya in the building. Danny V, Tifa, what's good? Nolan, Two Tune in the building. What's good? J Red House, Riddle Me Kicks. What's good? Rocket, good morning. Steven, what's good? Mike, Kenny, good morning. AK67, Ayo Sosa in the building. Good morning. Food Stamp Baby in the building. What's good? Bobby Shampoo, I see you. Good morning, everybody in the freaking building. Marcel, I see you. IMO Kicks, Cleveland, good morning. Big Brown, one only Melody in the building. What's good? Marvel, Fernando, good morning. Pew Pew, Monte, Smith, good morning. Big Ron's Kicks, what up? Good morning. Murd in the building, good morning. What up, dudes? Good morning, everybody. Day 1 or Day L, is that your name? Chris in the building. Geo, cousin Jimbo in the building. King, what's good, dude? Good morning, I see you. Appreciate y'all. DJ in the building, what's good? Ronnie, Diaz Radio, Marcus, Firefleet, Brills in the building, what's good? Alvin, I see you. Big Ron's Kicks, good morning. Deleon, good morning. Alvin, what up, dude? Murd, everybody pulling up this morning, what's good? GG's. Mr. Chung in the building. Sonu, Wayne, Win, Santa Cruz in the building. McDaniel, 490 East in the building, what's good? Marcus in the building, good morning. Moonlight, what's good? Chaka in the building. Keep me lace, what up? Good morning. Gold in the building. Rub-a-dub in the building. Vegas Kicks in the building. Good morning. Mr. Sheridan for the 27-month re-up. Congrats on 90,000.
90K next stop,
Next stop
100.
100. Shouts to my boy Mr. Sheridan for the 27-month re-up. I appreciate that. Itchy, what up, dude? Sean in the building. Good morning. What up? What up, what up, what up, what up? Everybody, shout outs to everybody in the building. Lou Huck in the building with morning. Deleon, Mr. Hollywood. Good morning, too legit. So I want to first thing real quick, April, what up? I want to welcome all the new guys that were here yesterday or last week. What up, Mike? Good morning. Shout out to everyone that was here last week. Kate in the building. Good morning. That just found our channel last week. I want to welcome everybody in. I want to have everybody that has been watching the streams for a long time. Not introduce yourselves, but basically, give a warm welcome to everybody that is new here, that's hoping to see in the long run, you know what I'm saying? The New York Dad, good morning. Frank, Loudpack, I see you. Kumo, good morning. What up? Because I really hope to see a lot of you guys, in the future drops. We go live every single day, every single morning, to kind of tap you guys in with, restocks, what's upcoming. When it comes to sneakers, basically this is a radio podcast station that you guys could put your headphones on while you're at work, listening in, whether if you're working from home, working from, anywhere you're working from, to kind of get your day, your morning started, if that makes sense. So welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys tapping in and really hope to see a lot of you guys, in future drops. What up, Brahmi? What up, Nam? Good morning. Domo in the building. What's good? Arrow in the building. What's good? Sarge, Aaron, Teddy. Good morning. Tifa, Jose, Cass in the building. What's good? James, Black Belt, Chris, Alexander V in the building. I see you guys. Good morning, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Cloud Kicker, what up, dude? Welcome to the best sneaker YouTube streamer in the world. Facts, dude. But good morning. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Starting off the weekend, obviously, Travis Scott's officially loaded, obviously is officially over. A lot of chatters all weekend about, Travis and all that stuff. But before we get into sneakers, I want to say congratulations to the San Antonio Spurs that knocked out the Oklahoma City Thunder. Can I say that real quick for the one time for all my sports guys in here? Amen. Wemby, all right. The San Antonio Spurs are headed back to the NBA Finals, man. We haven't seen them in a long time since the Big Three. Okay, so it is nice to see. It is going to be a crazy battle for the finals with Wemby, with Jalen Brunson, another 1999 NBA Finals since they seen each other. It should be a really, really good one. Rami for the 52-month re-up.
Shout out to
Nixon
Travis.
4. Shout out to Travis.
For
Thanks for the W's, Rami says, for the 52-month re-up. Appreciate that, Rami. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be fun to watch. Excited to watch. New York Knicks. If you're a New York fan, if you're a San Antonio fan, this should be really, really fun to watch. I personally think it's going to be a fun series. I don't think it's some of you guys are saying sweep, and I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I think it's going to go to 6-7. I think it's going to go to the distance. It's going to get real physical, in my personal opinion, and it's going to be really, really fun to watch, especially seeing the fans, especially the New York fans going crazy. So it's going to be fun. So, and if anybody asks, me who I want to win, honestly, like I wouldn't mind seeing both teams, either or, I just didn't want to see OKC. Right. Me personally, I didn't want to see OKC in the finals. And I personally wouldn't mind either team winning. If San Antonio wins, I'm super happy for Wemby. And Popovich and that organization. If the New York Knicks win, I'm a Jalen Brunson fan. I think, what I'm saying, I like him as a player, and seeing Jordan Clarkson getting a chip as well would be really cool to see as well. So, I mean, either or, it doesn't really necessarily matter to me. If New York wins, that would be really, really cool for the city. San Antonio wins, happy for Wemby, man, and Popovich. I'd rather OKC than the Spurs. Chat flaked. Karl-Anthony Towns better than Wemby. I personally, I would rather have Wemby than Karl-Anthony Towns, in my personal opinion. And today, I'd rather have Wemby. Knicks match well with the Spurs. I think so. I think it's going to be overall a good series and fun to watch. So, who do you guys got? Let me know in the chat. Who do you guys got? What up, Piglet? What's good, dude? Who do you guys got? What up? What up, Ike? Chris Montgomery in the building. What's good? Flipper Drip in the building. Corey, what up, dude? 53 years since the Knicks won a chip. Yeah, that would be really crazy. I mean, for the New York Knicks in the city. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it should be fun. As the last time Rami saw his toes. Chet is an idiot, Gio says. Dude, Chet Holmgren has been getting so much smoke in the last couple of days, dude. I saw there's one player that suited up for both Spurs and Knicks this season. So no matter what, he gets a ring, Rami says. Spurs 3-1. KJK5. It's a 7-game series, bro. It's either 4-1 or you can't do 3-1. Morning Raph, I have $100 on the Knicks. There you go. Go New York. Go New York. Jay says Boston Spurs. As a never pull the Spurs and Mavericks. I'm a Knicks supporter. Good morning, Matt. What up, dude? When we traveled a lot, Knicks beat us in the midseason tournament, but we got this now. I mean, this is different, bro. This is different. This is absolutely different. This is the NBA Finals. It's not regular season, so it's gonna be a lot different than you normally see in the regular seasons. Knicks beat Spurs 2 out of 3 this year, including Cup Finals. It doesn't even matter, bro. That's like I said. If you guys are comparing like regular season, stats, that's like thrown out the window. That is absolutely thrown out the window. You really can't compare regular season games, and you're talking about the NBA Finals. Okay, so listen, this isn't a different level of basketball. Okay, it's like saying we're number one, we should win everything. No, this is, you know what I mean? Why you give us false hope on the wound? It's still fresh. We ain't hitting any Travis. Is over, W Rod says. Yeah, like I said, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. Let's go Spurs. Spurs beat the Thunder in the regular season. Yeah, regular season is different, bro. Like I said, it's just different. Actually, no, Raf. Yeah, if you are comparing the competitiveness in regular season versus like playoffs and finals, then it means like absolutely nothing. Like, it's just a different level of mentality. Rafi, Knicks are hungry. Experience, but both teams haven't be there in a minute, so it's in the air. I would say out of both teams, like the Knicks absolutely have the experience. They've been in the playoffs multiple years. They've been in this type of position when it comes to the NBA Finals. I mean, yeah, a lot of them, it's their first time being in the finals.
Arroba
But
404 Kicks
playoff-wise, a lot of
donated
them has been in this position.
$4.99.
404
Great stream
for
Saturday,
Kicks for the $5
54K
donation.
in
Great
view,
stream
keep
Saturday.
going, Connect family.
54,000 in views. Keep going, Connect family. Shabo Boy 404 Kicks, man. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. What up, Ryan? What's good, dude? Good morning. Team play is different in the playoffs. Absolutely, bro. Alex, what up, dude? Knicks will have a fresh set of legs. Game 1. Spurs beat the Thunder in the regular season and happened in the series, so it matters. Matchup matters. Yeah, Carlos, yes, it matters, but at the end of the day, bro, like, dog, like, let's be real. The playoff level is different than just regular season, man. You gotta admit that. I don't care what people you say. I don't, honestly, truthfully, I don't care if you think it's regular season matters. It come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just a different level, bro. Different level. And I'm not trying to make excuses for OKC. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because like they're, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want them in the finals. I don't want them at all. Like, I wanted them eliminated a long time ago. But they also didn't have their second best scorer on their team basically throughout the entire playoffs, which is J-Dub. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I'm not making any excuse for OKC, but still, like, I don't know. I think it's just a different level. The way OKC still played, you know, they, you know what I'm saying? The series went to game 7. You know what I'm saying? So 70% of NBA championships beat the other team in the regular season series, Ike says. I was gonna be living in the pad. I'm not watching all those goofy New York celebs. Raf, no team this young that has ever made it this year far and won. They don't have veteran leadership. Bash Bro says you don't think that you don't think the Spurs don't have a leadership? They have that dude on the bench that's been in the NBA for like 15 plus years. So Spurs a survivor team, but young. Knicks veterans have to be big to give them a chance to at the chip. Spurs in 5 is gonna be easy. Castle is a beast. All sports are rigged. Christian Brown says. Well, make sure you guys run it up for the one time. No, Spurs suck. It only went to 7 because of the referees. Raf IMO kick says. My Celtics losing 3-1. Harrison Barnes is the vocal leader on the bench for the Spurs. Raf, do you think the Kobe is going to be hard to get tomorrow? It's not just Harrison Barnes. It's that other dude too. Well, I forgot his name. He's been in the league for a long time. Wemby could just shoot threes and no one tall enough to block him. Who's going to guard Wemby, Mr. Chung says. Well, make sure you guys run it up. Spurs got no chance, but they win with politics. Christian is right. Rigged. Knicks going to choke. Spurs in 4. Are we shocked there's still a full-size run on the Taro Bravos? No. Rami says we stopped him all season. Rami says reality is rigged. See, like I said, comparing regular season to playoffs and NBA finals, but y'all got it. I thought some of you guys don't even watch the NBA. All of a sudden, no ball. You forgot his name exactly, dude. Because his name is I don't know how to say his name, and I don't forget his name. I don't know how to say his name. It's the dude that what's it called? That Wemby put a hit on freaking Jared McCain. That one dude. It's not. I don't know how to say his name. Once I look it up, I got you. But he's been in the league for a long time, bro. A very, very long time. Let's see. He is the ball. I just want to see a good game. I do too. I don't want to see a sweep. I'll tell you this. I would not want to see a sweep, bro. Bismack, bro. Bismack, bro. That's his name, Bismack. I'm not even gonna say his last name. I'm not gonna Biombo. There you go, Bismack Biombo, dude. He's been in the league for a long time. Y'all think the Spurs will dominate? You all smoke crack. It's destiny for the Knicks. Luke Cornett going for the ring number 2, former Celtic. Yeah. I want to sweep so bad. Imagine New York Knicks win game 1. It's gonna be a crazy. Well, who hosts this first? Hold on, I didn't even see the schedule. When's the start of the series here? Starts on Wednesday. Damn, I thought it was gonna be tomorrow. So, oh no, the Spurs host game 1. Spurs host game 1. Oof. Shout outs to Mo Kicks for
@Mo
5.
Kixtambruseli donated $5. Can we get my boy to drop another freestyle in here again? LMAO.
Shout out my boy Mo Cakes for the 5. Can we get my boy to drop another freestyle on here again? You talking about Tooth? Oh my gosh. No thanks. No thanks, bro. No thanks. See, like a lot of you guys were saying Harrison Barnes. Some of you guys don't even know who the Spurs have on their bench, like deep in their bench, bro. Like they even have Plumlee, even though like the dude's ass. Like some of these guys are trash, but like they still have veteran presence on their bench. So 11 wins in a row. Road games are easy dubs, Rami says. It should go 6 to 7 games, and it may come down to coaching or adjustment. Spurs got a lot of defending guards to throw at JB, Snowbird says. I think it's going to be a fun series, bro. I honestly think it's going to be a fun series. I think it really is. It's going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. I think it's going to go to 6 to 7 games, dude. Honestly. They're going to, bro, I'll tell you this. The NBA is 100% going to milk this. I'll tell you that. They're 100% going to milk this, dude. Watch vets. Yeah, just because a watch vet doesn't, yeah, they're ass, but doesn't mean that they can't, present like, veteran experience and, advice for the young guys. Like I truthfully wish like Chris Paul was still on the Spurs low key. Like him coming off the bench or just him being in the bench for that really veteran experience, like being that vocal aspect on the bench for them too. That would have been really cool. Knicks have veterans, Spurs have an alien. W Rod says New York is gonna go nuts if they win. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Talk about the Travis Scott. KP says, yeah, I know some people start to get like sports fatigue in here. Some of you guys hate sports, bro. It's like, bro, talk about sneakers. Come on, hurry up. Talk about Travis Scott's that dropped last week. Take it easy, man. We just started. It's only been about like 20 minutes into the stream. Everyone's already talk about shoes. Listen, we talk about everything, and especially anybody that's new here, that it's not here every single day. Like we talk about a bit about everything, life, sneakers, sports. I mean, just wait. If you don't like football, yeah, you might as well leave during the football segments, because yeah, when football season starts, yeah, I tell you this entire chat is a yapathon. Okay, it's just like, this is what I've noticed is that like during the regular season, especially during All-Star weekend, dude, I remember when we were kind of talking about basketball, when we started bringing up basketball, you know what I'm saying? People were like saying, oh, nobody watched the NBA. NBA is this, NBA is that. Nobody watches the NBA. That's why the views are down. And then all of a sudden, when the playoffs and the championship rolls around, dude, everybody is an NBA enthusiast. That's what I notice every single year, bro. I don't really say much because, like, I get it. People, people like to watch the playoffs. They want to see who wins the chip, and all of a sudden, everyone's an NBA enthusiast. NBA soft. But I think this player is doing good, and this player is doing good, and this, that, and I think I know during the regular season, I've been watching and this and that. You're a sneaker streamer. People are here for sneakers. Yeah, but you have to understand, we talk about everything. I get it, we're a sneaker channel, but but whenever people like want to get to a point, like, we talk about sports, dude. Sneakers, sports go hand in hand. If you don't think sports and sneakers don't go hand in hand, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Sports is sneakers. Sneakers is sports. Okay? It really is. If you don't know that, then I don't know what to tell you. Ravi, you're soft. Get a life, dipshit. Stick to sneakers. Yeah? All right. The switch up chat. Oh, absolutely, bro. Look, you got people calling me a dipshit in the chat. At 5:54 in the morning. At 5:54 in the morning, someone's calling me a dipshit. At 5:54 in the morning with a burner account. It's all love. I like sports talk, but I'm sure most people here just for sneakers. Absolutely. But let's go ahead and get into it then. All right, relax. We're gonna be talking about sneakers. Everyone, calm down. All right, sneakers. All right, what do you want to talk about, Travis? Let's look at the schedule this upcoming month for June. Okay, June is looking really, really dry. Like for now, I mean, this is normally how it happens in the you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of the month. You know what I'm saying, in the beginning of the month, this normally happens when it's a little dry, and then we start to hear other things get brought up. It's like, oh, did you hear about this? Did you hear about that? Because I know there's a couple shoes that are missing on this list that I know that's supposed to drop in the month of June. Mural 7s are supposed to drop. UNC 5 is supposed to drop this month, right? Not many collabs, which is fine. I don't mind it. And we got Mind Slides this month as well that everybody hasn't really do. I Mind Slides. I told you guys, Mind Slides are going to be like the UNC 5s, and Mind Slides are going to be one of the biggest drops of the month, because why? Resellers are just going to go after Mind Slides, and they think they're so much, they're so heat, Mind Slides are heat, because they're just making a lot of money off of it. But that's what's hype, what I'm saying? So this week, starting tomorrow, we got the Book 2s, Air Maxes, Dunk Lows. Crazy, I haven't seen a regular dunk on the sneakers app in a little bit. And then you got the Kobe 5s. Caitlin Clark's dropping tomorrow as well. I'm not sure what the stock numbers are for these Kobe 5s, Caitlin Clark's. Not sure. I feel like with these Caitlin Clark's, I don't think these are going to be too hard to cop, in my personal opinion. I think these Kobe 5s, Caitlin Clark's, smaller sizes should be able to be easy to grab. I'm not sure what the stock numbers are. Like I said, it could be low. But in store, I think, you should be able to grab these if you really, really wanted them. Foamposites, dropping on the 4th. I know some people are going for these. Like I said, Foamposite fans out there, there's a lot of them. You'd be surprised. I don't know I think these are going to be limited as well. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of pairs of these Foamposites. But like I said, we'll have to wait and see. 404 Kicks, thank you so much for the $5 donation. UNC 5's drop going to be more crazier than the Wolf 5s. I think so too.
404 Kicks donated $4.99.
I think so too. I agree.
UNC 5 drop going be more crazy than the Wolf 5.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree with you for sure. We also have the Air Liquid Maxes dropping on the 5th. Liquid Maxes are going to be stupid limited, chat. Like, I've noticed every time they drop the Air Liquid Maxes, like, they only drop like maybe like 500 pairs of these. So I'm expecting these to be dumb limited. Nike is dragging these to the ground, which is fine. And they're going to be limited in the next couple drops. But these red ones are nice. I think the green ones are a little bit better than the reds. And then you had the all black ones as well, because when they dropped the all black ones, those were dumb limited. When they dropped the Fragment Air Max liquids, those were stupid limited. So, and you also have the Jordan 1 lows dropping this weekend. Honestly, when I saw these Jordan 1 lows, I thought these were like dunks for some reason, but I was like, oh, it's a Jordan 1 low. So you got they're dropping these this weekend, and then that's basically it for the week. That's basically it for the week for Sneakers app. There's a few, cool stuff here and there, but I feel like this month should be a solid month to anybody who wants to save a little bit of money. But I think everyone's mainly focused on just like, some of the past drops, brick after bricks. I know a couple people has been DMing me. I've been trying to kind of catch up on DMs in the last 24 hours. And I've noticed that a lot of people are still waiting for their brick after bricks getting shipped. From the Nigel website. If anybody's not experienced with like collaborated drops, especially if they do their own raffle, for instance, like Alma Munir, New Balance, like, all that stuff, like Action Bronson, or like, for instance, Travis Scott's or Nigel Sylvester releases, you guys have to understand with collaborated drops, they're not as quick, right? They're not as quick as Sneakers app, right? Like anybody that had on the Sneakers app on the Brick After Bricks probably already got their pairs way before the Nigel website. Way before. So if you're surprised that like, oh, everyone got their pairs from the Sneakers app, Ralph, like why didn't I get my pair from the Nigel website first? Because that's how it normally goes. They always ship super, super slow. And it's crazy to think about. It's like a lot of these like companies charge you like $25 off shipping, and they take a long time to they take a while to send out your order, but that's just normally how it's been for so long. So don't be surprised. All right, don't be surprised if you're still waiting for your order to get shipped. It's going to get shipped. It's not going to get canceled for Nigel's sneakers. You're going to get your pair. All right. Let's see. Rad start trying to tell us how the shipping works because I got my pair from Nigel website already. Stop spreading false info, bro. Yeah, sure. If you got your pair before everybody else, so cool. You got lucky. But there's people that are still waiting. I'm talking about the people that are still waiting. Okay. What is it up? Did someone just? Are you okay? Everybody okay this Monday? Did you guys not get like no booty over the weekend, or like did you get your mom spank you? Like what everybody okay? Like stop spanking balls. Man, you got lucky, bro. You got lucky. Maybe you got one of the first batch of people that got their stuff shipped. There's people in here that haven't even received their tracking yet, bro. Just because yours got received doesn't mean someone else can't have the information about why there hasn't been shipped. Okay? So, sorry. Okay? Like, damn. Stop spreading false information. Like, how about the ones that haven't received theirs, bro? What are you going to tell them about that? That's how it works with collaborated drops, bro. Like, it takes a while. They go in waves. Like you probably got the first batch. It's like, all right, let's ship out 1,000 in the first week. You probably got lucky. Some people haven't received their tracking. So how do you explain people with that? It's because they just take a while. Like, holy dude. Like some of you guys, no offense. Like I really hope that some of you guys are cranky or had a bad weekend. I really do hope that you have a better week. Like I really do. Because, dude, some of you guys are pissy this morning. Let's see. Same people waiting at the door after they hit. People are way too selfish these days. Freaking, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Let's see. Like, instead of Rafi saying I'm wrong, he wants to try to attack me. Really class bub. What are you talking about? You're saying that I'm spreading false information. I'm explaining you to why. Like, it's not false information. We're talking about the people. Don't get defensive now that you got called out. I'm just saying, like we're not spreading false information. Like, you got lucky that you were the first wave. But, let's talk about the people that have been reaching out to me all weekend about theirs not getting shipped, not getting tracking. So, technically, it's not false information. So, I'm just saying, don't get defensive. Like, I'm just saying, like, some of you guys are just in a pissy mood this morning, bro. Rav dropping pissed everyone off, now taking it out on others. And man, listen, listen, if you got an L on Travis's, it's okay. Just blame me. It's fine. You know, I get it. And you're right. Like, that's normally how it goes. Like, when people take L's, like, people get really upset. Like, oh, I hate Travis. I hate Super Swipe, a company that we've never heard about. Everyone already hates. It's like, we're not giving this company a chance no more. I hate Super Swipe. I hate Super Swipe, bro. I hate them. That's all I've been seeing all weekend. Like, it's Super Swipe. Like, people calling them out. Like, people calling them scammers. Like, oh my, dude, it's been bad. Like, I've never seen, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen like creators like make a post of really going into a company that we've never heard before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have you guys, I've seen like a couple videos already on them about, you know what I mean? Calling them scammers, but like, as we've never heard about this company before. And before we call like anybody a scammer and like that, especially a company like that, just know that Travis team is using that service. Okay. And remember what I said, this chat is like, that this was a perfect plot for the Travis team. How like, hey, well, no one's blaming the Travis team. Everyone's blaming Super Swipe now. Travis team is probably kicking back, be like, man, hey, Super Swipe is taking the smoke for us. I think we should keep doing this. Like, they are absolutely taking the smoke, bro. It's insane to see. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's the best company. I never said that. So, you know what? I'm not dealing with you today either, too. I'm not dealing with you either. Timmy is a new here. Must be from the other channels out. And no, it's all good. But no, if anybody is in, like, honestly, truthfully, like, with all you know what I'm saying, from all the jokes aside, I really do hope if anybody's had a bad weekend, I really do hope you guys have a better week. Like, truthfully, like, hey man, listen, sometimes you don't know what people are going through. Okay, you really don't. So if you guys had a bad weekend, I really do hope that you guys have a better weekend. Seriously, a week. And I'm not playing with some of the mods in here. If you guys want to start picking jokes, especially Tooth, I'm not playing today. Okay, people are already in a pissy mood. Okay, so we're not dealing with it. I got charged twice, and it says the order has been canceled. Yeah, a couple people already sent me like a video saying that, yo, Raph, I hit. Like, it's been so confusing because I've been trying to catch up on it on Sunday. Thank you so much for the 5. Mo Kicks,
Arroba Mo Kicks Tambruselli donated $5.
Taking a selfie
Raph, what's
with
your
Adidas
thoughts on
CEO?
Travis taking
I don't think
a
that was
selfie with
Adidas
Adidas
CEO.
CEO?
I don't think that was Adidas CEO, bro. I don't think that was Adidas CEO. I thought that was Nike CEO. That's what people were saying. I don't think it was. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that they someone confirmed that was Nike CEO. I don't know. I know he just took a picture with some dude, but I don't necessarily think it said too much. But when I got from Go Easy, sometimes you get to pay to play. Chad's not the only one pissing now. Thanks, guys. DH says, "What up, DH?" Let's see, man. I should cop from Go Easy. Super Swipe emailed me in a spam folder. Yeah. So okay. So it's been. I'm gonna go back to real quick. It's just been super confusing because like people said they got the order canceled, and then there's some people that said that that their order got promoted to like getting them. Like that, I don't know. It's been super confusing because I remember when the wifey got a dub. At first, it said that she took an L. So like when you refresh, remember how I told you guys if you go on the Travis email and it says tap here to check your order status. So I refreshed and she refreshed that. It said that she took an L. So we're like, okay, she took an L on the shoe, whatever. Mine, obviously, both of my emails got L's right away whenever the raffle started. And then Later, someone said in the chat, yo, Rav, wait, like I got him on a different email. Travis email sent me that my order got processed, but Super Swipe said I took an L. So I told the wife, I was like, yo, check your email again. Did you get another email? So she got another email saying, Travis, you got the Travis's, orders proceed, processing, whatever. And then she also got charged. So, but her Super Swipe still said it took an L. But over the weekend, in the last couple days, I guess, people were getting from Super Swipe that you actually got them. I don't know. Like, it's been so confusing. So, a raffle, it's crazy. A raffle, even if it worked perfectly, everyone would not hit. So, what's the big deal? And equal ain't better. It's a bunch of us who never hit equal. I think it's probably because since this is such a new company, there has been so many, like, errors and speed bumps that this company was going through, because everyone already knows how equal works, right? It's either you hit or you don't hit. But this company has been kind of like confusing since the jump, bro. Like, and I get it, right? Companies are, some companies like that. I think Super Swipe, like, I truthfully said this, like, in the beginning, is like, I think Travis team wanted to use a new system and they probably went to Super Swipe, which, like I said, I've never heard them before, and it was probably the cheapest. Like, they went the cheap route, right? It's like me personally, it's like a multi-billion-dollar company using OnTrack, but they don't want to use like UPS. You know what I'm saying? Because OnTrack is super, super cheap, right? It's probably cheaper than UPS and FedEx, but they're using OnTrack, and OnTrack sucks, right? So it's like they're using Super Swipe, and they could easily use Equal. But I mean, if you look at Super Swipe, doesn't really have a lot of followers. They obviously are new, so, and they took on the challenge, and obviously they couldn't really. It was just bad, because the entire time they were blaming, who were they blaming? They were blaming Shopify. Having if they canceling pairs, especially for dudes flexing on people that caught L's. Don't celebrate until you. That's why I told Britt over the weekend, because she told me that like people were talking about how they got canceled orders. And I told the wifey to keep an eye on her email, so she has, but we haven't gotten any cancellations. So once the wifey gets a shipping, I'll 100% let you guys know. I'm pretty sure like anybody that hit Travis's, you'll probably start seeing like shipping details probably by the end of this week, if that was my ultimate guess. Because I'm pretty sure they use UPS. I could be wrong though. I'm not exactly sure, because they could probably just switch it up and use something else. But I'm pretty sure they use UPS. Travis wanted to create a scapegoat because they knew they were going to backdoor the pairs. I've seen too many dudes with this. I don't know. I mean, yeah, but I feel like with this drop, there was a fair amount of dubs. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of L's, but I feel like there was still a fair amount of W's if you really look into it. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I want everybody that's still waiting for their tracking. Is anybody still waiting for their Nigels? Anybody still waiting for the Nigel brick after bricks? I understand that some of you guys got your pairs, but is anybody in here still waiting for the brick after bricks? Super Swipe sent an email that they were sorry for the first not selected emails. You see that Elliot Page video showing eBay listing for the full palette of tropical pinks is crazy. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. That's nothing new. Dude, you want to know what was the worst? Like, was the medium olives. Like, if you haven't really seen, or if you went around during the medium olives, bro, people had like a whole warehouse. There was resellers that had a whole warehouse. See, there's a lot of people in here that are still waiting for the Nigels. See? Told you. Like, I mean, like I said, no offense. Like I said, if you got defensive of what I said earlier, don't take it personal, okay? It's all love, all right? I like to poke at some people, but I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, there's still a lot of people, I told you, there's still a lot of people that are still waiting for the tracking. Like, I got somebody that's been consistent in the last couple days that's been DMing me that I've been trying to help. Like, I'm telling you guys, I'm not the customer service. I wish I could be like the one to tell you exactly when your shipping, is gonna get like your shoe's gonna get shipped. Like, I wish I could be that guy, but I can't. right? Like, I'm not the shipping police, or I'm not responsible of your package, but I still go out my way and kind of like, let you know everything's going to be all right. You're eventually going to get your tracking. You just got to stay patient, right? I mean, I don't know what Nigel Sylvester's team is using, whether if it's UPS, USPS, FedEx. Shout out to the 510 guy for the
510 guy donated
got tracking for the Nigels last night. Finally, there you go. See?
Got tracking for Nigels last night, finally.
There you go. Shout outs to the 510 guy for the $2 donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I don't have to like answer these questions for shipping because I don't know anything about it. But I'll let you know that from my experience, it will take a while. So like with this Travis stuff, like I wouldn't be surprised if they don't ship within the next 2 weeks. If you look at like some of the Travis stuff, like obviously their sneaker shipping is different than their apparel. But like if it's your first time, listen, if it's your first time grabbing anything from that Travis Scott website besides the shoe, listen, you're gonna learn the hard way, okay? Which is fine, okay? A lot of us have. Listen, if you end up asking me next month, yo, Raph, I ordered a T-shirt from Travis site. It has what's happening, bro? That's why they say 8 to 10 weeks. Like you have to read the fine print. Like especially like they used to like back then. They used to not even put like 8 to 10 weeks. It just says pre-order, but they never said how long it was gonna take to get to you. I ordered a hat from Travis site and didn't show up within till 6 months. Like I got like this UPS. I totally forgot. I even ordered it. It was just one hat I ordered. And I was like, I got this random tracking from UPS. I'm just like, what is this? And I was like, all right, let me wait a couple days. And then it showed up and I was like, bro, it's a Travis merch that I ordered like 6 months ago.
@Planet Paperboy donated $1.99. 20 to ship, no label, Nike gave
Shout
free
out to
ship
Planet
and send.
Paperboy for the 20 to ship, no label, Nike gave free shipping and sent, Planet Paperboy says. That's crazy. I bought the little hair tie that hang from the shoe for $18 yesterday. It says 8 to 10 weeks. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying based off like my experience, and I'm sure anybody could express how their experiences were in the past with Travis website. So like I said, I'm not saying that's like that for the shoes, because the shoes are going to be in a different level of shipping, right? It's going to be within like the 2 weeks. So that's probably when you're probably going to receive them. So don't worry, all right? And if you did order something from the Travis site, like I said, don't be surprised if you don't get it within like the next 4 months, okay? Please expect that. And that's why some people don't like ordering from the Travis site, just because it takes that long. I got tracking from the Nigel website Friday, and it hit onto the website. First retail W on the Travis Scott website. Definitely takes time to receive. Been a nice last 2 weeks. Cops, yes, sir. Congrats. My Dojo's out for delivery today. There we go. What did the Nigel team use, chat? Did they use UPS? Did they use FedEx? What did they use? Sites like these will look up, and you got label created and no email. Like I also have gave advice to other people. Shout out to my boy Nate for the $2 donation. Nigel is using
@Nate1PRTX donated $2. Nigel is using Uni whoever that delivery is.
What is that? They're using Uni? Is that the delivery service? Hell's a Uni? That's why I always check the delivery apps at all time when I wait on a package. Just thought about this, but I've never paid less than $440 for a pair of Travis Scott Jordan 1s. Crazy, they are as expensive as my LV and Balenciaga shoes, if not more. Ridiculous. It is stupid how you pay for shipping and on the sneakers is free shipping. It's because because their companies are different. Obviously with the Nigel site is different. Like a lot of these collaborated drops, they don't get as much like that type of collabs. Like obviously with Nike and them, they make way more money than these smaller companies. Nike's not responsible for their shipping. They are. You know what I'm saying? Nike's not paying like Alma Munir or Nigel Sylvester to ship out their stuff. Like Nigel Sylvester's team is paying out of their pocket and whatever profits that they make off the shoe. so they're absolutely gonna make the customer pay for shipping for sure. If you guys, so they could take all the profits. If you guys would have paid Snyder $6K, you would have had Travis pairs, Rami says. You know what? Going back to, I'm not gonna hold y'all. Last week, I know a lot of you guys have mentioned about the whole Sniper Kick situation, and I took the time, I think it was on Friday afternoon, I think, and I seen a YouTuber called Soul Priority, I think that's his name, and he had like a podcast set with Sniper Kicks, and then the gentleman, and as well as the young lady that they had situations within his university. I watched the whole thing, chat. It was about 3 hours long, and I kind of had it for background noise when I was doing stuff during the day, and I watched the whole thing. And honestly, like, there was a lot of, there wasn't a lot of questions that I had. I think a lot of questions were really answered, but I would say that, like, both of the situations, like, it was a lot of miscommunications, in my personal opinion, within the first situation. But the second situation, in my personal opinion, there was a lack of accountability. I feel like in both situations, there was a lack of accountability. Like, there was definitely a lack of accountability on Sniper Kicks' side. And especially if you're running a business and you're running like something like that, like, there was a lot of like lack of accountability in both the situations, which I get. And then obviously there's a lack of communication as well. So, but overall, it sounded like they all found a common ground, and you know what I mean? I think the last situation was kind of funny because the thing is, like, I think it was Sneaker Files was in there. If you guys know who Sneaker Files is, he got in there, and then you could just tell that, Sniper Kicks and Sneaker Files, they both have like some past history with each other, and Sniper Kicks broke character at the end. 100%. He broke character. He does not like Sneaker Files, man. Like, I was like, wow. Like, I didn't even know they had beef. Like, in the sneaker community, it's like, oh, man, I didn't even know these two had beef. Hey, man, listen. Like, those two, I didn't even know. I didn't even know that they didn't even like each other. And, man, they were definitely going at it. It was fun to watch, but, I mean, it looks like they had a common ground, and they figured it all out. So, which both of them and everybody that was in a part of that situation, hopefully everyone learned a lesson, and we just kind of move on. Nigel still haven't shipped, huh? Yeah, there's some people are still waiting, and it's crazy to think about it because all this is all about, like, reselling, right? How to getting into reselling. And I think the main reason, like, someone made a good point, is that the main reason why people get into this, because people are asking me too, like, yo, Rap, why would people pay for people to get taught how to resell? I don't think that is really the principle of why people join. I think the reason why people join that kind of stuff, the only reason why people kind of join that type of stuff, because they want to get their hands on bulk. Like, they want to get their hands in bulk. Like, for instance, remember I told you guys, like, Jay the Sneaker Guy, Unbreakable, Sniper Kicks, like, Common Hype. How do these resellers get their hands on, like, 80 pairs, 100 pairs of Travis Scotts early? That is one reason why people join that kind of stuff, because they have a reputation. They want the connections. They want to see. But, like, at the same time, what I've noticed and what you guys have to learn, right? Anybody that wants to get plugged in, okay, let me put you on free sauce, okay? Yes, you could pay to play, right? People pay to play just to get in Sniper Kicks' university, to get the listing of the plugs, because according to him, once you pay his university, you get the listing of all the bulk buyers that Sniper Kicks purchased from these gentlemen, okay? Just because you get this list doesn't necessarily, doesn't necessarily you're going to get the same plug as Sniper Kicks. What I mean by that is price, okay? Because he did explain that, is that, okay, this gentleman wanted, he says he had the capital, right? That he could buy this X amount of pairs, but then Sniper Kicks was the middleman saying, okay, let me talk to these guys, you know, because you get the direct list from them, but that doesn't necessarily, just because you got the list doesn't mean you're going to get the same price as Sniper Kicks getting the price from them. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably has a better relationship. Like he explained, is that he has, you know, a better relationship with his connections versus his AK student. So he probably wouldn't get the better deal, you know, on his end if Sniper Kicks wasn't the middleman. Common ground. No, I said it seems like they have a common ground in this situation. Like everyone, both parties learned something out of it. Like I said, you know what I mean? Like I said, Wild Boy, like I said earlier, there was a lack of accountability on Sniper, in my personal opinion. Like I feel like there was a lack of accountability. He was trying not to take any accountability of the mistakes that, because he kept pointing the fingers, right? On the second situation, he kept pointing the finger at his guy that he listed as this guy is 100% legit, do business with him. Like he was pointing the fingers at him versus, hey, this is a guy that you vouched for, right? There was no accountability there. Like in my personal opinion, it's like someone just got basically scammed, you know, allegedly got scammed for $10,000, you know, and he kept blaming that guy, but it was like, bro, this is a guy that you put on your list that you vouched for. Like, yeah, sure, like you chewed his ass up saying like, why would you not put insurance on a $10,000 worth of shoes that allegedly got lost in the mail by UPS? But then he kept pointing the fingers at him, but then saying, hey, this is my bad. Like, you know, I put him on, like if I was Sniper, I would have said, hey, like, that was my bad. That was my guy that I put on that list. I didn't know the situation would happen. Like, that was my bad. Yes, that was my bad. I vouched for this dude, whatever, you know? And then eventually, you know, supposedly they took him on this list and then put him on a scammer list. But I think the gray area was that, like, the question is like, when did you put this guy on the scammer list? Or did you ever put this guy on the scammer list or do not buy list? You know, did it happen months after the situation? But supposedly it happened, you know, the month of. There was no specific dates on it. So it was like, I honestly think there was a lot of like lack of accountability in that situation. So like I said, you know, it is what it is. But because that's the reason why she used Apple Pay instead of PayPal, because this was a guy that Sniper had on his list to buy from, you know? So it's like basically Rami, you know, I trust Rami, right? He's going to put me on like, for instance, Loudpack, for example, right? It's like Rami put Loudpack on his list. Yeah, he's 100% legit, but then Loudpack never paid me back for the shoe I sold him, if that makes sense. Or like I sent him money through Apple Pay or Cash App because Rami vouched for him, and then I never received the shoes, for instance, you know, and the excuse was, oh, it got lost in the mail. I don't know what to tell you, you know. I'm not getting involved. I'm just kind of saying, I'm not involving myself. I'm just, you know, I'm a viewer. So, I mean, I'm just I was just watching it. So, but it was a lot, dude. It was a lot of back and forth, and like I said, I hope a lot of them figure it out, man. So it was a cool show. I mean, I think Sole Priority, in my personal opinion, hosting it, like especially whenever you got like people going back and forth and they just don't like each other, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to really have to be that middle guy to be everyone calm down, because it's such a heated argument. So I salute to Sole Priority, because he handled it pretty well. Really, really well. Let's see. It's common sense. Why would anybody give you the plug so they could be cut out? So people paying that man's bill so you can stay home and sell shoes. What's cracking with my boy? Yeah, but the thing is, that's why, like, you understand that there's a lot of people in here that want to get plugged in. They really do. I'm sure some of you guys are like, yo, Raph, I want to get plugged in. How do I get plugged in? Bro, like I said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And like Sniper made a point, dude. Like, these bulk buyers, they want you to have capital. They want you to have money to spend. Like, you can't just expect to be like, all right, you're gonna get a deal if you buy only 2 shoes. No, these bulk buyers, they want you to buy like 100 pairs. They want you to buy 100 pairs. Like, for instance, like if you're getting plugged in at like a boutique store or like a mom and pop shop, right? Like, and if you want to get plugged or if you want to buy their inventory, like you gotta have the bread, bro. Like, you gotta spend a lot from them. You can't just like, oh no, I'm not giving you just like 4 pairs, 3 pairs. No, you gotta, if you want to get this X amount of the price that you want, then buy 200 pairs of all of it, of all the inventory. If you want 200 Kobe's for, I don't know, $250, then guess what? You gotta buy 250 pairs from us. Like, it's like the more you buy, the less the price will be. You know what I mean? That's normally how it works. I mean, even if you go back into this whole situation that was explained, what's it called? During the what was the other trophy room, right? How, like, remember the whole trophy room incident? How like that guy went on the internet, or not internet, but on YouTube, made a video how like explaining the whole situation with trophy room. How, like, you know, the more you buy, this is gonna be your X amount of price. Like, he said they brought like $200,000 in cash, and then they got like each pair for like $1,200 or like $900 or something like that, because they were buying this amount of pairs. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Y'all gotta at least shop with some resellers that's in your own state. Live 15 minutes away from me and I still haven't shopped with him yet. Spend your money on your own risk. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, and like, people will tell you like, bro, how do you get plugged in? It's just the relationships you build. Just because like someone says, yeah, this is how you do it, doesn't mean it will 100% happen, right? Like, I can't just walk into an undefeated, right, and try to make relationship with dude and expect them to like plug me in the next couple weeks. You know, I mean, it could happen to some, right? Like, if you're constantly like a constant customer that's, you know, coming in and spending some bread at their store, you know, like, eventually they're going to show that you're showing love every time, you know, and they're going to maybe bite and say, hey man, like, you know, what's up, bro? Like, hey, this drop is happening soon. You know, I got you, bro. Don't worry. I got you on this one. Like, you never, you know, those are the type of relationships you could build, but, you know, it doesn't happen to everybody. Happens at skate shops too. Like, when a common customer comes in, especially that's just there for like, you know, some skateboard gear or like, you know, stuff for their board, eventually those skateboarders end up, you know, getting, you know, plugged in with some sneaks. So if you're not a real sneakerhead, don't even try it. You got to be willing to take losses when shit slows up too. Absolutely, Daryl. You know, they definitely, you know what they always show, what do normally people show is the wins, right? People always shows the wins, but they don't ever want to show the losses. So I'm good. I don't want to get plugged in, V says. Rav, what's your take on the upcoming Jordan 1 Phantom Pine Greens? You talking about these ones? These ones? They're okay. I'm not the craziest fan of them. They're all right. I mean, if anybody needs a Jordan 1 low, I'm sure, you know, you'll grab them. But these ones are okay. These ones are okay. They're nothing, you know, too crazy in my personal opinion. So you still have to take all measures to protect yourself, especially that much money. Some people don't have a brain cell, KJK5 says. I went into a store one time and told them straight up to backdoor a pair for me because I never hit on their raffles. They kicked me out of their store. Oh, man. But also, okay, let's get it back into this, dude.
I'm about to...
This video has been going around. I think like 100 of you guys sent this to me over the weekend. I didn't open all the DMs, but I seen the DMs. Everybody was like sending me this.
Expose one of the biggest sneaker scandals. I'm about to expose one of the biggest sneaker scandals ever. You're going to want to lock into this one. So yesterday, millions of people had to enter a queue, some as much as 90 minutes to enter for the Travis Scott Jordan 1. And at the end of the queue, you probably got a screen like this that says your card is empty. So you just wasted your time. Instead of going with the industry standard Equal, they went with some brand new company named SuperSwipe. SuperSwipe is basically the DBA of Supernova Enterprises LLC. This is a company that didn't exist until June 30th of last year. Registered to this woman in Miami. I edit her address, even though it's public information. You can look it up. Prior to the Travis Scott Jordan one yesterday, they had only done a raffle for the Flat Earther, not the jellyfish. I edit her address, even though it's public information. You can look it up. In industry standard Equal, they went with some brand new company named SuperSwipe. SuperSwipe is basically the DBA of Supernova Enterprises LLC. This is a company that didn't exist until June 30th of last year. Registered to this woman in Miami. I edit her address, even though it's public information.
He said a woman. What was her name? Did he say? He didn't say the name of, man. I want to see what the name was because it was registered to a woman. And remember that dono that we had the other day of this lady randomly donating to the channel that I've never seen this name before. And I was like, do you work for this company? Was it the way the dono was read, like was said, like it just sounded super corporate. So I was like, do you work for SuperSwipe? Does he say it?
You can look it up. Prior to the Travis Scott Jordan one yesterday, they had only done a raffle for the prior to this.
Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, never mind. Because they're in the I think it was the dono. Her name was Jean.
Woman in Miami. I edit her address, even though it's public information. You can look it up. Prior to the Travis Scott Jordan one yesterday, they had only done a raffle for the Flat Earther, not the jellyfish, the Flat Earther. We're talking about a shoe released just last month that's fetching less than retail. And there have only been 2 sales in my size. Yet they want you to believe that they can handle 10 million people concurrently without a blink. Yeah, about that. This entire business is a sham. I couldn't find her, but I want to know who this Valeria woman is and who does she know at Pharrell's camp and Travis Scott's camp, because there's no way this was vetted. Due to extremely high demand, it's a Travis Scott Jordan 1 release. And they have no idea what the problem was because they don't know what they're doing. They said it was a Shopify caching issue and they fixed it. It wasn't fixed. It's so bad that they end up deleting these responses because they was like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing. And rightfully so, people are pissed. And these are just the nice responses. All this company does is lie. For example, we block VPNs. Ironically, VPNs were not.
Was that you, Gene B2? Was that you? Look, Gene is in the building. I don't know if that was for sure you, though.
Blocked, and that was actually the only way you could enter. There's no way this company no one has ever heard of before has 20,000 followers on Instagram. Their posts have no engagements with the exception of yesterday's post where people were like, what the fuck is going on? For context, Equal has been around for years now and has 33,000 followers on Instagram. They want to position themselves as a platform for fans, but that's got to be one of the worst experiences that any of us have ever had. Fans don't pay anything. The merchants are the one who have to pay. First of all, if you really know the sneaker ecosystem, the win is what's most important. Most of us don't have a problem paying Equal's fee because if we pay it, that means we want a pair of rare sneakers. I was able to enter for all 4 pairs, 2 for me, 2 for my daughter. And if I hit, I won't even care because it's been such a waste of my time. Forget the shoes. I won't be happy until I understand who is this Valeria woman and how does she get access to the most important drop of the year?
Damn. Tell you this, man. Travis Scott sneakers got people in shambles. I thought this was going to go smooth sailing, but I was wrong. You think it's like, all right, this time around we get smooth sailing on a Travis Scott, but then, oh, shit. It's something, it ends up hitting the fan, bro. Listen. Like, it just gets thrown out the window, bro, every time. And like the thing is like he's not wrong. Like, bro, no one's ever heard of SuperSwipe, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's like the there was another video, I don't know whose video it was, but like someone said in another video how like SuperSwipe sounds like a scam company. Like SuperSwipe. I was like, damn, like there was like 2 videos that I've watched. I'm like, people are really going in on SuperSwipe. If people can ship that shit out in a week, I'd say keep her, Wild Boy says. He skipped a part when he mentioned you, Chris Montgomery says. He ain't never mentioned me here. My grandma's name is snooze you lose, Wild Boy says. Yeah, I mean, that's normally how it goes when it comes to like Travis drops, though, dude. Like, it's always like this. Like, I promise you guys this, man. If they use this again, oh boy, the internet's gonna go crazy. If the Travis team uses this again, man, listen, it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be insane, bro. I hate when people had random. There was a video that mentioned them to say they were accepting VPN entries. Maybe it was a different video. I think you're probably talking about fudge. I think you're talking. I know who you're talking about. I think you're talking about Sneaker Creepers post. He had mentioned about us. I think that's what you're talking about. Imagine Super Swipe also had a sister shipping company named Super Ship. Look at dude. I know Rami. I know Rami got like multiple burners, bro. I know you got multiple burners. Look, that's Rami right there. This is high. I know you got multiple burners, bro. Super Swipe sounds like something you use to clean the toilet. That whole thing Travis do is sell merch throughout the whole day. Is the merch still up there? Watch, you guys are gonna get a text message soon. Yeah, you guys are gonna get a text. The merch is still up there. A lot of you guys are gonna get an email, and you guys are gonna get a text message. And I promise you, people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" And it's most likely going to be from the Travis team emailing and text people, this is your last chance. Because it's going to be your last day, last chance to buy the merch. They normally send that out every single drop. So watch, anybody that's new to the Travis stuff, like they're going to get it and be like, oh my gosh, did I hit? Why you see all these stores full of Travis, Shies, and Tropical Pink bulk? Why do you see these stores get full of Travis, Shy, Pinks in bulk? Like reseller stores? Because they get backdoor plugs, bro. You should thank me for letting your wife win. And you should just stop with your burners. Because it is you, Rami. You already admitted that was you. Snipe said, you see at your local sneaker con. Wild Boy says... Nike needs he told you that, Wild Boy? I wish I could return the merch I just bought. Nike needs to go ahead to cut ties. They obviously scamming and backdooring. Rami says no, it's not. You admitted to the last one. That's why I assumed that it was you. He says no, it's not. Rami says. Grown man with burners, Steven says. Oh, Rami for sure got burners. He had one last week with Super Swipe. That's why. Why would I not assume it's you? You had the one with Super Swipe. I enter these drops expecting nothing, Mike says. Yeah, it's one of those where like it's like low expectation, high reward. Right? Like, it's like, all right, I'm expecting myself to take an L because if I know how limited the drop is. And then, like, even if it's limited, it's like you still have a chance, right? And then, boom, you hit. That's why we call it the low expectation, high reward, because you could possibly still hit. What up, Mike? This is my burner. Well, I mean, at least your name is still the same. So I didn't win this Travis drop. They changed my car. Oh, I'll tell you this. Oh, man. I was getting this all weekend. I think all Sunday. You know what I was still getting from some people, which is fine. I get it. You guys want to know? You guys want to know what I was getting? People were still hitting me up yesterday. Mind you, I was really busy yesterday, actually. But I still try to catch up with some of the DMs. Someone sent me multiple. I'm talking about like more than 20 people. Okay. Hit me up and said, yo, Raph, I received this though, but why didn't I hit? Like it says that I hit, but I didn't receive no confirmation email that I hit. So people kept sending me their receipt from Shop app that they got a charge, quote unquote, charge receipt and a confirmation number. Remember that we kind of talked about that on Saturday or Friday? That just because you got the Shop app order number and receipt, that does not mean you hit. It just tells you that you entered in the raffle, which I get it. It's like, why would they do that? Why would they even give a customer an order number and a you know what I mean? And a charge receipt if they didn't even hit. But it's like basically a pre-receipt that if you do hit, that's what it would look like. That's how much you would get charged. That would be your receipt. You know what I'm saying? If you end up hitting. So if you did not, all I've been responding is that if you did not get a charge, if you got a charge, that basically means you hit. So if you got like charged like that A187 or something like that, or whatever it is, because the tax is different for every city and state, then that means you end up hitting. So Zellerfeld does the same thing. How do they not know? Well, not everybody's probably entering for the Zellerfelds. That's why. You know, a little misleading. I have a whole bunch of those on my Shop app. I can't get rid of that, like bodega, Chris Montgomery says. So I saw a video about that. Some people got late emails saying that the Super Swipe messed up and they still won. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know. Listen, I'm still waiting for my L email. I didn't receive L email, bro. Like I told you guys, they filtered out a lot of the VPNs in my personal opinion. Like some of them are still there, but a lot of them got filtered out because like I told you guys is that like once the raffle started, once I refreshed, like that shit went to an L so quick. So I think their system does filter out VPN, but obviously some VPN users got snuck in there, but I feel like they definitely blocked a lot of the VPNs. For sure. Because I told you guys, I got the quickest L in my life. Like, once it started, boom, L. I refreshed right away, L. I got my daughter a pair. I end up, when the results for the men's were going out, you still had the opportunity to sign up for preschool. So I decided to put my name in the hat to see if I would hit. And I hit. I hit for my daughter. So, and that was without VPN as well. Because obviously the raffle system was working again. So I only believe it when they send tracking. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not getting any hopes up until I see that tracking number. Until I see that tracking number at on my email. You can get rid of the Shop app order, waiting for the details. I woke up, it told me I didn't hit, but later on my card did charge on Tropical Pink size 8. First hit on Travis website, couldn't believe it. There we go. If they didn't have the queue problem, people would have used VPN. Yeah, I think it was like, I don't want to say it was a blessing in disguise because like they did bless a lot of people that didn't put a VPN in. So yeah, no, so I did use, so Kevin, I did use a VPN on not on Brittany's pair because I didn't hit. So I used the VPN to go for Brittany's size on my account, on my email. But then once, what's it called? No, I didn't even do the shirt method. No, I did not do the shirt method. I wanted to see if the shirt method would work, but I didn't do the shirt method. I used the VPN on my email. But the shirt method, I wanted to see if it worked, but it did. But I didn't sign up again. When their system finally got fixed, the wifey was. I told my girl to enter in for me. That's why her account ended up hitting. So she didn't use VPN. We waited until, because she couldn't get in, because I asked her if she could sign up. She's like, I keep getting an empty cart. I didn't have my girl use the VPN thing because she was working. So whenever it was like, I don't even know what time their system ended up finally working. So my girl ended up signing up last minute, and then she ended up hitting on her account. So I never used the whole shirt method thing. I just used the VPN and used my email, and that was it. So I could have used a different email address. I could have, but I wasn't thinking, I was like, all right, just let me use my main account and see what would happen. But then obviously I took L's on both of the Shy Pinks and the what's it called? The Shy Pinks and the Tropicals. So, but yeah. First of the month, Barking Souls. Absolutely. Welcome in, dude. Welcome back. Who's this? What is this? Oh boy. I know this pisses a lot of people off, man. I know it does. Does this piss y'all off? Does this piss you guys off when you see this? Every time you see a hype drop and then you see a bunch of reseller stores getting them? Holy smokes. Dude, that's like at least 200 pair. I'm wondering who they're plugged in with. They got to be plugged in with the boots. Bro, never mind. That's more than 200 pairs. Holy smokes. Holy dude. That's insane, bro. Got the connect. Absolutely. Oh man, that's wild. I thought it was gonna be that row, and then they showed this and then it keeps going. That it is crazy to really think about it, like to think about how many pairs that they have, like is actually wild. Like look at that. It just goes on and on and on. Yeah, they're just plugged in. Just plugged in. Well, there goes all the New York City Tier 0 stock, Rami says. I'm all driver's jobs. I'm done with all of them, man. To be honest, it is what it is. Sellers can have them for me. There's a lot more shoes out there to see, what one podcast says. That's how you fan flames, instead of trying to cool off the chat, you probably pissed off some of us. W Rod says. A friend I know has many connections. He paid $350 a pair of Travis from Tier 0 stores. He got 35. They charged him $5K plus shipping, so Nike sees he paid retail for the shoes itself. Kind of pisses me off that a few people with any kind of following aren't speaking up about it. It's always, oh well, most of are trying to get cool with the thinking they can get the plug. Wild Boy says it pisses you off that few people that with any kind of following aren't speaking about it, because at the end of the day, Wild Boy, like we could sit here and like talk about it and have a voice about it, but I promise you nothing is going to happen, bro. Like, you think Nike doesn't see all that? Nike absolutely sees all that, bro. They see the resellers. Like, they see it all, bro. Like, they don't care, bro. They don't. You think you walk in a CEO meeting and say like, "Oh, yeah, you're gonna think they all pretend? They're gonna all pretend like they ain't never seen these posts. They see it. They see it. This is their shoes, their company. They see it all. They see it all, man. Whether or not someone has a voice to speak up, like with any kind of following, dude, they're not. Nothing's going to change. While the plug hit up already, they don't have to try to get with them. Can't be mad. They just stopped buying for a whole. Nike on a decline anyway. Nike, the parent, the Red Officers. Nothing charged, but money is money. Laws didn't change from saying, "Oh well, they see it." Wild Boy says. At the end of the day, Nike still gets the same money wherever whoever buys it. Rami says. Yeah, at the end of the day, y'all, that money talks, and that's all that matters. Without the back door, I know a lot of these stores would be closed. At the end, it works, and people want them even more. Same store, different shoe. Basically, I mean, you could go through multiple, like especially for the big drops, like GR wise, yeah. Like, think about when the breads come out, dude. You know how many like reseller shops are gonna have like breads, 4s, Space Jam 11s, like when they come out during the holiday season. Bro, they're gonna have more than Travis's hundreds of pairs, especially for Space Jams, dude. Space Jams, in my personal opinion, Space Jams on release date is gonna make the most money for a lot of people during the holidays for sneakers. It is. That's gonna be one of the biggest GRs in the year of the year, and people are gonna make a lot of money off Space Jams. So about these Kobe's, man, I wish they have restocked the Spike Lee Truly. What a pair of those. Nike should double back on some of the Nike Kobe Protro colorways. You know, I think we always wish that it could be easier, but it never gets easier. Missed out on these Travis Scotts, going for the Adidas Buzz Lightyear Toy Story kicks. There you go. And also, like I told you guys, like I don't think Travis Scott, like I don't think they're done dropping this year. I said the same thing about Nigel's. Like Nigel, didn't someone say Nigel made he made an announcement already that he's dropping another shoe this year? Same thing with Travis. He's probably gonna drop another shoe. 100%, they're dropping another shoe this year. However, if they look cheap, I'll just keep my 2016 Space Jams. Are going to break the outside and online. Absolutely, all the ladies are gonna be outside for Space. Them GS sizes are gonna do very, very well, man. Nike allows it. People are leaving and stock keeps falling. Sorry, this video doesn't mean anything to me. They could be fakes. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's why I don't really like. That's why I haven't paid. Bro, I'm telling you, that's why I don't pay resale. I haven't paid resale like almost in a year, bro. I could go through this year. I told you, I think I'm gonna go through this year. Not paying resale. This is gonna be like almost the first time ever that I'm gonna go through this year without paying any resale. 100%. This is the first time that I'm probably going to go through this year. We're not paying resale. Because I haven't paid resales. I don't even know when. I don't remember the last time I paid. I know the last time I paid resale was the Brick by Bricks. And that was it. That was the last time I paid resale. This year, I could easily go through this year without paying resale. And it feels good not paying resale too. Like, if I can't hit, then I just move on. Like, especially for these Travises. Like, I'm not going to... I hit on the Tropical Pinks, but that was for Britney. But even if I wanted them, I probably wouldn't pay resale for these. I wouldn't. I said the only one that I would probably pay resale for was going to be the Brick After Bricks, but luckily I hit. So that's that. That's that. I haven't paid resale since the pandemic over it. Yeah, retail. No resale game. I wish I had a year I didn't use StockX or Go. Them J Balvin Jordan 1 highs are friends and family. Wish they would switch that with them fours. That's what I'm saying. Like, also too is that, like, dude, imagine the next Travis drop. They're gonna use Super Swipe. Stack. Over Starve.
Arroba Stacorstarve254 donated $4.99. We don't have the power. Scarcity creates value. As long as they know we'll go above and beyond for the short, nothing's going to change.
Stack and Star for the 5. We do have the power as things will create value. As long as they know we'll go above and beyond for the short, nothing's going to change. Facts. Facts, bro. Big facts. I'm a boy, Stack or Starve, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys being open in this chat, you know, obviously expressing your guys' opinions and thoughts about like these type of big drops. You know, I understand it's like, you know, some people are like, yo, Raph, it's easy for you to say, like, you say it like so casually, it's like on to the next, but this is an actual like issue. Like, I get it, dude. Like, but there's absolutely, like, I've gone through years and, complaining before, and nothing has changed, man. Like, I look at it as a big drop, and, and then people are going to be over it the next month. Because as a sneakerhead, dude, I'm in a position where, like, dude, like, if I can't hit, I just move on to the next one, right? Like, that's where I'm really at. Because at the end of the day, it's a shoe. Like, it's sneakers, right? If I can't hit it, whatever, the rest of it's just politics, right? And shit that we can't do anything about. And I'd rather not put so much energy on that. I'd rather just move on to the next shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just move on. I'll have my opinions of what they should do, then, you know what I mean? But other than that, like, all right, let's move on to next year. There's a lot of sneakers this year that are still yet to drop. A lot of great sneakers that are dropping this year, like, especially for the month of June. May is done. So we got June this month. We got a lot of great shoes that are coming up. We got the J Balvin's, I think, is going to be the next collaborated drop. And then I mean, who knows what they're gonna do with that sneaker game. The others important things to focus on than sneakers. Liv Johnson, yeah, man. Like, see, this is maybe this is just one thing that I don't necessarily like wanted. Maybe if it's like a shoe that I really, really wanted, then I'm gonna be like low key, like, not pissed, but it's like really invest into it. But like, this is definitely a shoe that I didn't really want. To me, reselling helps get a shoe I really wanted. The cup and sold out as long as the price is right. It will never be something retailers try to correct. Only consumers can fix the problem. And too many sheep out there only buying hype stuff to chase clout, so it won't happen. Eyewear Brick says. I limited anything will always get backdoored. And someone, remember, a couple weeks back before the Brick After Brick asked me what was going to be a bigger drop, this or Brick After Bricks. And I told you guys that this was going to be the bigger drop, man. Even though that I felt like Brick After Bricks was a better shoe, I told you guys that this drop, there's always something with this. There's always something with Travis, man. It's always something. It's always something, bro. Like how I told you guys, like, people were lingering back from the Brick After Bricks, and then it was gonna get rolled over into this drop because this drop was the next following week, so that's why everyone was like going crazy with this. But then obviously it didn't help that Super Swipe was another issue. So, like, just wait. If they drop another Jordan 1 low, same thing down the road, bro. It's going to be a crazy drop again, and everyone's going to go, doesn't need to be part of the culture, though. Eyewear Brick says, I would paid resell for these because they dropped around my birthday, and they only $450 in my size. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much are prices right now. I'm sure once, if I were you and you were looking to pay resale for this, I would still remain patient. Remain calm, remain patient. I think everyone's obviously paying high premium prices because, it's a brand new shoe that just came out, and, the hype is there. So people are absolutely paying the resale. But I still think eventually prices will come down a bit on these ones. But I mean, dude, $450, still a lot of money for a shoe like this. $450. If you think $450 is nothing, man, listen. Hey, man, can you get us all a pair? Brick After Bricks don't get enough credit. It's a really nice sneaker. I agree. I think it's an amazing shoe. Just wait until next year when they drop the pack shoes. It's going to be a mess getting them. Moonlight says. I mean, there's a few shoes other than Travis's that I feel like that people kind of got upset about that they wish they had, even in the last year. Like, I would say, like, other than like collabs, the one shoe that people really got pissed off at was the Bread 85s last year. Oof. Other than like out of any other non-collab, like, that was one that people were absolutely pissed Vibe with Raph channel at the airport on the way to Hawaii. Hey, enjoy your trip. Enjoy your trip. Because why? Because like the Bread 85s didn't drop on sneakers. Like people were pissed, bro. People were so mad. Like they had such a big rollout for the shoe for it not to drop on sneakers. They said go kick rocks. The only way that you could buy these was that All-Star, or was it All-Star weekend or some shit, or like this event, or like events in store, like pop-up events for certain store. Not all stores got them. It was only certain pop-up events that you could get your hands on the Bread 85. Oh, people were pissed, bro. People were so mad. Brands and the neons, yeah, that too, because the 95s, they made it seem like it was such a limited shoe, and they finally released it this year, and then all of a sudden nobody wanted them. Like what? Like it was, I was so that was one confusing one too. Like the change up on the 95 neons had me mind boggled. Like, man, people were so mad about not getting how Nike was not dropping the 95s as a regular GR. And it was announced that it was going to drop later next following year in 2026. And then when it had the official release date, dude, nobody was like gassing them up anymore. I'm like, what happened? Oh, man. Yeah, I was like, they were sitting everywhere. Everybody wanted them last year. Well, I mean, not only that is that like they were dragging the 95s to the ground, which is fine because it was its anniversary, so it makes sense. But yeah, I was surprised, like, wow, nobody wants this anymore. 95 Levi's tank, Nike on some BS. Liv Johnson says. Better Plus just dropped the Volt Mine 002s on the app. Kobe's have been my go-to shoe this year, Frank says. They took the limited out and the hype beast disappeared, Kevin says. I caught Florida says. Those are like literally my favorite shoes right now, I'm telling you, bro. One of my go-tos. Such a great shoe, bros. Great shoe. Let's see. Raph, did you get a W on the Travis's? I did. The wifey ended up hitting on her account. What soccer team you going for in the World Cup? Didn't I say I was going for Brazil, chat? I was going for Brazil. Oh, let me also bring this up real quick. You're gonna see these soon, chat. You're going to see these soon drop on the DSG. Probably will have them, probably. I don't know if they have a new colorway coming out, but I think it's just restocks this time around. So on the 18th, you got Mind Slides. Mind Slides restock. There you guys go. Mind Slides restocks. Raph, why are they starting to cut out folks in rural areas? A lot of raffles are starting to be in store. Probably because they want the traffic. That's why. What up, Amazing? What's good, dude? They want the traffic, bro. They want the traffic, that's why. No, I don't think was I going for Brazil? Was it I forgot which team I was going for. Was it Brazil or was it Spain? It was one of those two. Just hit on Mind Slides on Undefeated. There you go. Did they drop on Undefeated? Oh, I don't see it. The green mine's been awaited for these restocks. Rap just came in. What's going on the canceled orders for Travis Scott's? Yeah, some people's orders are getting canceled, and some orders are getting upgraded to actually hitting. So I don't know, bro, what's going on. I just hope that anybody in here, hopefully that anybody that hit on Travis's, hopefully you guys don't get a little cancellation, man. That would suck. That would absolutely suck, bro. And I'll keep you guys up to date as well. If I end up getting, if the wifey ends up getting an updated email, I'm gonna ask her this morning if she got any updated emails on Travis's, and I'll keep you guys up to date if she, has that cancellation. That would absolutely suck, bro. My favorite Air Max 95s to release this year has been both pairs, the Dove Air Max 95s. Green neons. Okay, so now that Travis is out the way, like, what are you guys looking forward to now? Like, I know a lot of guys were really, really like bummed about these Travises, but I get it. You know, just give it a couple days. I'm sure you guys are gonna start to get over it and kind of focus on the next drop. Like, what are you guys looking forward to next? Let me know in the chat. What are you guys looking forward to next, man? Alex, yours got canceled? Damn. That's rough. Did you get a refund? When the mine sites drop, they're going to be dropping on the 18th. Foams, Kobe's. Brittany says nothing. I'm still here waiting for the Nigel ship to my brick after bricks. Air Jordan 5 UNC's. Kobe draft day pack. Caitlin Clark's. Foams on Thursday. Saving money. Your BTS feast or fest. Tijuana's ones on the Thursday and maybe Royal ones in October, but not much else past that. Halloween 5s, Kobe 5, Caitlin Clark's, UNC 5s, yes, sneakers. Oh, sneakers app canceled your pair. That sucks. That sucks. I got this yesterday. I don't know if I'm going to open it. I got this yesterday. My daughter also had her birthday party yesterday. And she also got Pokemon packs dude. My daughter got Pokemon packs, dude, for her birthday. Dude, that was the first thing that she opened.
Vans Sufiners and Ung 5s.
Jay, thank you so much for the 13-month re-up. Vans, souvenirs, and UNC 5s. I thought those Vans already dropped last year. The souvenirs, or was that earlier this year? They're dropping another Vans of souvenirs. Shabba Boy Jay, thank you so much for the 13-month re-up. Try not to buy into the Bread Forge now, but then I hear about the open it. Yeah, I know. I'll probably have my kids open it. That's probably gonna happen, dude. I'm probably gonna have my kids open it. Raffy sneakers delivered next day. There we go. I'm copping Flint 13s in August. Keep that sealed. It's all Pokeballs in it. Mike says. Bin 3s, Caitlin Clark, signature shoe, and that's about it for the rest of the year, Sonu says. I don't know what would my next cop be. It'd probably be UNC 5s if anything, but we'll see. 404 kicks for the 5.
@404 kicks donated $4.99. Miro 7 y UNC 5 this month. When you get the stock number, Raf, let us know.
Miro 7s, UNC 5s. Yeah, I'll let you know for sure. Rafi, I know you don't really talk about running shoes. If you can, what is your top 3 running shoes? Ooh, I'm not a runner, bro. But I would say, like, comfort-wise, from what I'm hearing, is those Vomero Premium is, like, one of the favorite ones. I do like the those 6000s that I wear at time to time still, too. So those are good. But I'm not really a runner. I mean, I play basketball, but I feel like that's such a different level of running. Raf, can you go for the Caitlin Clark's for me tomorrow? I know the one person that was the first one to hit me up. Does anyone want to guess the first person that hit me up about those Caitlin Clark's? The one person that hit me up with those Caitlin Clark's was that boy Frank, bro. That man was the first dude. I knew exactly who was gonna ask me. And I knew he was the first one to hit me up about those Caitlin Clark's. I don't know what the stock numbers are gonna look like with these Caitlins, dude. I don't know. Frank, yep. He's a hooper, bro. He be hooping, bro. He be hooping, dude. The same man that cries when others ask. Rami said, "Say, man that cries when other people ask." I've never really seen him cry when other people ask me. My Travis Bricks and Air Max 1000.2s coming this week. Eddie's B World says. 404 kicks again for the $5 donation.
@404 kicks donated $4.99. Do anybody want to trade for the SHJ Pink for the VA hit on Travis site?
Does anybody want to trade the Shy Pinks for the Virgil Ablohs hit on Travis site? Whew. I don't know if anybody's gonna want that. I mean, listen, if you have the Travises and I'd rather have the Virgil Ablohs, respectfully. The Virgil Ablohs for sure. I think I'd rather have that. I remember when he had a lot to say when I asked you to grab something at CompexCon. Dude, it's because you guys don't like each other, bro. It's because the thing is that I just know Frank very well. Is that you fall for his rage bait every single time, bro. You fall for his rage bait every single time, man. People love to rage bait. It's just like Tooth, bro. Tooth likes to rage bait me every time. He likes to rage bait every single time. That's like my relationship with Tooth. But it's not like we hate each other. Like, I don't hate him. But you guys, yeah, you guys have some generational beef, bro. You two got generational beef for sure. I'm keeping my Alaska's Virgil Ablohs and pink ones. Rainbow color books with the purple laces and pink Travis Scotts. New Supreme Jordan collab. Oh, I did see that. I actually liked the post on IG. Let me see. And a couple people already sent it to me too. A lot of people sent it to me. This. Pull it up real quick. You already beat your Alaskas to the dirt? I mean, they're all white shoe. So, I mean, it was bound to happen. Ready to go another summer with Bloodline storylines? Rafi Nimbus says. Kinda. Hold on. Dude, they should have just dropped the Jordan. They should have just dropped the Supreme Jordan, in my opinion. Y'all say ones is dead, but crying for Travis Scott's. Fighting over your love, Ares says. That might be it. That might be it. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'll tell you guys this about Frank, bro. That dude is such a, he's a rage baiter, bro. Like, he loves to rage bait all the time. That's all he does. That's all he does. But he's like he's the nicest dude, one of the nicest guys I know in person. Like, trust. One of the nicest guys I know in person. It's funny because I had a conversation with him yesterday about it because we celebrated my daughter's birthday yesterday. It was super last minute, and it was a pretty good turnout. A lot more people than I expected that showed up to this last minute birthday party. We went bowling, and I was talking with him and his wife, and I was telling his wife, I was like, man, Frank is like the biggest rage baiter, the biggest troll I know, but like, he's the nicest dude I know in person. People just fall for the rage bait, man. Yo, Raph, you think if I message a Travis, wait, what? You think if I message the Travis team how I'm his biggest fan, and I ain't win, you think he might bless me with both pairs and maybe some merch too if it says contact them on the bottom of the site? Is anybody gonna tell him? dude, when you say, let me ask you this, big homie. When you say he might bless you, are you saying Travis might bless you? He's the one emailing you back, bro. They're not even going to respond, bro. Are you wearing Yeezys? I wear my slides time to time. Dog, like they're not gonna respond, bro. You're probably gonna get like an automated like email. What up, Philly? Yeah, but you're not gonna get a bro. When Travis was going on, dude, Travis was on a private jet, dude. Like, dude was on his way and to go fly into like a game or something like that. He probably didn't even know his drop was even happening. They probably kept blowing up his phone, be like, "Yo, Travis, you need to drop this post about this about the sneakers, bro. Accept the collab post." Like, I'm just being honest. Cause so this would happen. Okay. So there was one specific person that this happened to. So this happened to an individual on the Travis Scott website. So this gentleman ended up signing up for the Travises on the Travis Scott website, right? And he ended up hitting. Okay, everyone, if anybody's ghost watching or listening in right now, please answer this, okay? I'm going to ask a question at the end. So he ended up hitting, but then he ended up getting another email from SuperSwipe saying that there was an issue with processing his payment, so he did not get charged. Now he's asking me, "Yo, Raph, if I email Travis Scott and the team, do you think they will fix it?" Once you get like a decline payment, I'm sorry to tell you, man, but you're not getting your pair, unfortunately. You're just not. You mean, listen, you could email them like 3, 4, 5 times. That pair is chalked. Yeah, he got an email saying that they couldn't process his payment. So meaning that they probably tried to process it, but then something was wrong with his end of his card. And it just, yeah, I didn't want to, I was like, I told him if you want, but like, man, I don't know. I don't even know, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know how they handle those type of situations, but like from like any situation, whether if it's like, any other brand, I feel like that would just be done. Any business that cancels your order, the best you might get is a discount code. Yeah, 100%. But Travis team ain't going to give you no discount code for any of their merch. They're just not going to respond. Yeah, that too. Make sure your credit card is current. Might be work as hell as Mary Longshot for a pair of Nigels, but Travis Scott as a heartless. Oh, wow. Yeah, it just sucks because, like, I'm sure if anybody was in that predicament, like in that situation or that spot, they'd be like, "Oh, dude, you'd be heated. You'd be heated as hell, bro. It'd be dude, you'd be like pissed off the rest of the week." I doubt Travis Scott known how to type in the PC's keyboard, so I guess he ain't replying to your emails. No, it's definitely just straight from the Travis team. But like, even that, like, this is not Union where you can send a sad email. Synergy says, "Oh, absolutely, absolutely not." Hey man, sad emails work with Union, bro. I'll say this: like, one company that accepts sad emails is 100% Union. Like, a lot of people were sending like sad emails about like Union ones, and people were getting like random like emails and invoices from them, especially from the last year drop. People were doing that, sending emails saying like, I really, really want to hit. And then they end up sending you an invoice. It happens. We've seen it before. We've absolutely seen it before. Smith, let's be honest, you don't want your mortgage to go late because you put a wrong bank account info. Has anyone tried now for the Union ones? Let's see if it works. He says, has anyone tried? I think no, someone has, and they've sent email invoices for the new ones. Yeah, for the blue and red ones. Yeah, someone's already tried it and it worked. You could probably try it towards like the end of the year. I'm sure that shoe is going to restock again. Like, I'm sure it will. Like Brick After Bricks, they will 100% restock again, chat. Brick After Bricks will 100%, 150% restock. And they're probably going to do something different. They probably will just do like an EA. They probably won't do like, the scratch off or whatever bullshit happened last time with the Brick by Bricks last time. They're 100% going to do like an exclusive access, and that's it. It's because Union couldn't move them. Yeah, that's what I said last year too. They're probably handing out like, they were handing out all the dubs for like the unions at the end of the year because they had to like make space for all the new stuff coming in, and so they couldn't move it because like the Jordan 1 highs last year like tanked and bricked. So it's like, all right, let's just hand them out if anybody end up asking. Dude, I should just start going on a Mac for your streams. Typing on the phone sucks. You probably got fat fingers, Kev. I've been sent Travis a sad email. You been sent a Travis sad email, Snake Spence? Yeah. Dude, I tell you this. Who else does the accept sad emails? Doesn't CPFM accept sad emails? I'm pretty sure they do as well, right? Doesn't CPFM accept sad emails, Yeti? I wish they restocked the Brick by Bricks. They won't. I think Brick by Bricks is done at this point. It's just Brick After Bricks. Well, I didn't get an email saying I didn't get them. Did they even send the type of email out? You didn't get an email saying I didn't get them. For Travis's, I didn't get an email that I didn't get them. Watch, I be forgetting that I hit for my daughter, but my daughter's gonna rock that. I showed her a picture of the Travis's. She was like, "Ooh, a pink shoe." She's probably going to rock it. I only got it for baby Rose. I didn't get it one for Riley. I still have to teach Riley how to tie her shoe. So they just start waiting in front complex venue. You'll hit on EA guaranteed, Nimbus says. You got to send Travis a sob story. I think this year, this might be a hot take. This year, they'll 100% restock Brick After Bricks. I think at Complex Con, I think they'll restock Virgil Abloh's there. That might be a hot take, but I think that's going to happen. Virgil Abloh's, I think they'll restock them at Complex Con. Mind you, Complex Con has their anniversary this year. I would say like I'm 70% going to Complex Con. This is 70%. I'm not sure because it's when Complex Con happens, like that's the month of my wedding, bro. So like I don't know. It's up in the air on that one. We shall see. What is Union's email, Raf? I'm not 100% sure what the email is from Union. You could try to email them and see if they got any pairs. Have a sob story. Be like, hey, like who cares? No one's gonna see the email but you. Be like, hey, Union, I've been the biggest fan. This and that. Like I was just curious. This might be a long shot, and just say, hey, do you have like extra pairs of the red and blue Jordan 1 highs? You think I could, if you guys have extras, do you have an extra in a size, I don't know, size 10? I don't know, have the sob story. No one's going to read it but you, bro. I wrote my Brick After Bricks all weekend. You wore them. Definitely started some conversation with some fellows sneakerheads I met this weekend, and I love these so much. Definitely my second favorite shoe of the year, Kevin says. There we go. Did Frank hit on Travis's? No, he did not. I sent CPFM paragraphs left on red, Snakesman says. I'm just saying, Don't say that. Don't say I sent you. Don't say that. Don't say that. SneakerCon Las Vegas. I don't know. I was reached out to SneakerCon. Asked me to do some content, but I wasn't available at the time because I was in the processing of moving. Because they were out here. They did, like, their media team came out here and shot some content for their upcoming events, for their upcoming event in July. But I do not know if I'm going. But they did reach out. You think they restocking the Travis that they just dropped? Probably. I know there was a post, big homie, that they were possibly restocking again, probably in the future, which I could probably see on Sneakers app, but there's no promises. Like, when it comes to when Travis restock, like shock drop, all that stuff, like, it's very rare. Like, if you're not experienced with Travis drops, especially restocks, the only countries that normally get like restocks are like, it's never us. When it comes to Travis's, it's always the overseas countries that get restocks. Like the EU will get like like there will be like a Nike day in like September, right? And like, we don't get a lot of love, but 100% overseas get like the shock drops on like the hype stuff, like Brick After Bricks, Travis's. You'll probably see some Virgil Ablohs. I don't know. I'm just putting out some examples because that's been like the pattern every single year, that the US never gets any love when it comes to Nike Day and like sneakers restocks. Like, but Travis's is a very rare shoe that we see restock on the Sneakers app. Very, very rare. So will we get it? Maybe. But I will say we will 100% get brick after bricks. We'll 100% get a restock on Unions. Those are like the two I think will get restocked later down the road for sure. Raph, do you have the stock numbers on the new Kobe Caitlin Clarks tomorrow? I don't. I haven't seen the stock numbers as of late. But like, I think Nike is really cracking down on stock numbers and like a lot of blogs. That's why you haven't really seen Soul Retriever post any stock numbers, because I really think that Nike is cracking down. They really are. I think a lot of these blogs don't want to get in trouble and don't want liability. And I think that's the reason why you haven't seen them. So if you don't see me, like, I won't gatekeep the stock numbers. I will 100% tell you guys, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I have the breakdown, like, depending on what it is, I'll show you guys. But other than that, like, if I haven't showed it, it's because Soul Retriever haven't posted nothing. So I think they're really cracking down on stock, which me personally, I guess it makes sense in a sense, because like, then when people tend to see stock numbers, people tend to change their minds, right? Like, it's like, all right, people see stock numbers are really high, then it's like, okay, then I'm going to pass, So like, people will start to get a little bit of validation, be like, okay, should I grab these? Should I not? Are they limited or not? Will I get these later? Will these be discounted? Who knows? So I honestly think that they definitely for sure just, in a sense that kind of, ruins their drops whenever people see how high the stock numbers are. So y'all still trust stock numbers? Funny, Tutun says. Yeah, me personally, like, I'll tell you guys this. I don't really care about stock numbers. It's the people that want to see it. So I don't really mind showing it. It's like, all right, if you want to see it, here you go. But like, I don't really care for them. Do you think we get restock on the Virgil Ablohs in the US on Sneakers app? What? They never dropped on Sneakers app. So I don't think we would. The only reason why I would say we could possibly see it is only at a ComplexCon. Like, but you have to be there, right? Like, you have to be there. Just like All-Star Weekend this year. Like, you have to be there, Raph is creating his own narrative. You funny, Raph. Seriously, how do you know the numbers of the stocks are legit? Yeah, I mean, sure, but like, that's what some people are kind of telling me. Like, so am I trusting that source? Sure. But like, at the end of the day, I don't really care too much about stock. I really don't. If people want to see it, this is what I heard. I'll show it. And then if you want to believe it, it's up to you. You believe what you want to believe. If you don't believe stock numbers, that's so be it. Like, I would say, especially for the stock numbers, for the Travises, 100% there was not 50,000. There's no way there was 49,000 pairs that got dropped. And it like freaking sold out that quick. I've never seen a shoe that dropped 49,000 pairs and it really like sold out within like right after 2 minutes, the 2 minute mark. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of L's in the chat. Like I would, that's it. That's like if you put stock rumors together with the tropical pinks, which was 49,000 supposedly, and the shy pinks at 35, that's 70,000 pairs plus. That's a lot. Like you would think that like, okay, it's a good amount of dubs, but no. I think me personally, this might be a hot take. I felt like we saw more dubs on the Travis site than sneakers. Which am I surprised? Not really. Like dead ass. Like I felt like we saw more dubs on Travis site than sneakers app alone. I only use stock numbers to see which size I should go based on the probability on the size. Yeah, I know some people Raph, are you feeling like a brick right now? I always do, bro. Hell yeah. I always use the stock numbers to see if yeah, I know some people like that as well, where like they rather go for a size 10.5 than a 10 because 10.5 has like 2 times more than the stock than the size 10. So I get it, right? Travis Scott always on some BS. Designer says, we lucky we even got a sneakers release. We lucky we even got a sneaker release. Yeah, that was when I was kind of wrong too, because I truthfully thought we were just gonna get one colorway on Sneakers app, and then the other one was like, okay, Travis Scott exclusive. That's what I thought, but damn, we ended up getting both colorways on the Sneakers app anyways, and I'm getting both. So I mean, I guess we got blessed. We got blessed with both, chat. We got blessed with both. Hot take, only resellers care about stock numbers. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because I feel like resellers, if you're a reseller, you should already know which shoe is reselling. Even what do you think that's going to resell even before the release day? Resellers, 100%. If you're a reseller, you should already know what you don't even need to know stock. You don't even know. You don't need to know stock at all, in my personal opinion. But you should already know what is the money makers, anyways. So, like, if you're a reseller, be like, oh, can I see the stock numbers for the fours, for the, you know what I mean, Toros? I don't think anyone would. I think a lot of people would know that there's not any resale on it just by looking at StockX like a week before. It was already under retail. Not true. People want to know what their odds of hitting are as well. Facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to go for a size 12. I'm 11.5, but I'm going to go with 12. But if I don't hit, I'll just trade to get my size because there's more stock on a 12, you know? Who's we? John DC says. Make sure you guys run it up for the one time, man. If anybody who's going for Kobe's tomorrow, copper drop on the Kobe's. Copper drop on the Kobe's. Copper drop on the Kobe's, chat, tomorrow. Kobe's are officially dropping in the manana. Who's going for the Kobe's? Cop or drop? Let me know. Copper drop. Now, did Rami lose his mod? How did Rami lose his mod? Bob also says. That's terrible. Drop. Made the resale go up. Cop. Drop. What's up, Average Joe? What's good, dude? Super drop. Drop. Cop. Drop. Cop. So, about 50-50. I'm dropping for a hot minute. Drop. I only need Kobe 6s. They nice, though, Custom says. Drop. We'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow about it. Jeremiah says. Drop. I just don't know what the stock numbers are looking like tomorrow. I don't know what the stock numbers are looking like tomorrow. Listen, I would assume it's limited. Just going live early through other people. Got them until end of the year. I only need UNC 5s, then I'm done for a minute. Dropping until bread 4s. Damn, Tifa, you're done till the bread 4s? Golly, bro. Bread 4s? That's not until November. You don't want anything else in between? I'm pretty sure there'll be like some restocks you're going to fold on. When's the next Kobe 6 release? I thought you said they were going to release more in 2026. I don't know. I never said that they were going to release more Jordan 6s this year. I want them to. I want them to drop more 6s this year. But I don't know when the next Jordan 6 or Kobe 6 will be. I can't believe Toro Bravo sitting. They're tough. They're nice. Boring rest of the year then. I mean, who knows? Like, I mean, are you guys going to go crazy for J Balvin's? Is the question, right? J Balvin's are dropping in like July. J Balvin 4. I think that's the next collab. If you think about it, the next sneaker collab, like, I don't know what Alma Manier, right? Alma Manier's raffle still up. Is anybody talking about the Alma Manier Pegasus? Those are probably going to get loaded up this month too. But like, I don't know how the people are going to I really don't know how people are going to react to the J Balvs. Like, I don't know. I feel like J Balv's high key chat is going to be like almost like an Awake situation where, like, not that it gets obviously backdoored, but I feel like a lot of people are going to change up on the J Balvs on release day. I think that's what happened on the Awakes. I remember when we dropped the Awake official images, when they dropped them, like, dude, all you saw was just people hating on them, hating heavy. And then when the Awakes rolled around, people were freaking going crazy for them. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see how people are going to react to J Balvs, which are brighter, J Balv 1s or these 4s that are dropping. Probably the ones. The ones had way more brighter palette colorway than the 4s. For 100% sure. The Balv 1s, like the very original ones, yeah, those were bright, bro. Like those were like yellow, blue. Like this one, you mainly have brown on it. It's like brown. Did you hit on the any of the Travis Scotts? Yeah, I hit for my daughter's pair last minute. I ended up signing up last minute. I ended up hitting, and then the wifey's account ended up hitting on the Travis's. So if the Shy Pinks drop to $300, I'm pulling up. I'm saving for the Saint game in Paris this year, so I'm being super intentional about what I spend my coins on. Yeah, I'm excited to see them in hand, you know, even though it's not my pair. You know, I'm excited to see these Travis's in hand and see how we think. And I want to get your opinions, chat. Like once we see it, like in-depth review and just seeing them in hand, I would want to know how you guys really feel about these Travis's. And I'll keep you guys updated. Like once my pair gets shipped, I'll let you guys know what they use. Whether if it's UPS, OnTrack, USPS, FedEx, whatever that case is, I'll 100% let you know. But I'm pretty sure they're going to use UPS. Pretty sure. Bin 3s could be the sneaker of the year. I don't know. You know, this might be a hot take. I'm just not a crazy fan of the Bin collection this year. Like, I'm not. I know people are. Some people are. But I'm not, like, geeked about it. That's fire. I think the VPN screwed me. Designer says, I got 2 pairs of red shoes this weekend, Toro 4s and the Bad Bunny shoes. There we go. I need the Jordan 13 breads. Travis is hand delivering mine. There we go. Travis is hand delivering mine, huh? How long does the Travis take to ship? About 2 weeks, I would say. Like 2 weeks, I would say that's the longest that they would ship for. So just expect that the shipping window is going to be, you know, around 2 weeks. So, but all right, chat, I think that's it for me on a Monday. All right. I think I'm going to end it a little early this morning for a nice little Monday drag. I think I might have to get some content for you guys, you know, today. Okay. And we'll go from there. But welcome in, everybody. Like I said, hope to see a lot of you guys in the upcoming drops, future drops. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, we stream Monday through Friday. All the drops, whether if it's a, GR, brick, whatever the case is, we're here no matter what. So I would love to see a lot of you guys that are new here sticking around for the next drops. Trust me, it's such a roller coaster in here. It's so crazy to see. A lot of my guys that have been here for years will tell you guys like how crazy slow it could, like how a month can just turn to be very, very slow to like a month or a week to be stupid busy over just a couple drops. And I tell you guys this all the time, the traffic always comes in during the hype drops because, resell, people love Travis's, people love the collabs, hype stuff. So I get it. But if you guys are other than all the hype stuff, hopefully a lot of you guys stick around for all the other stuff as well. So we're here every single day. If, life is life and for you, no matter what, we'll be here streaming whenever you guys need, some sneaker talks. So I appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Monday. Don't work too hard. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, happy Monday. If you guys had a bad weekend, hopefully a lot of you guys have a better week this week. All right? But enjoy your week. Enjoy your Monday. All right? Follow me on Instagram at Rafi Collects. Keep running that up on Instagram. I really do appreciate you guys, and I'll see a lot of you guys on the next one, man. Have a great Monday and stay safe, guys. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
There's no denying what we want.